Hello guys and welcome back to Every Screen. Today, we're diving deep into IT, welcome to Derry, and breaking down Pennywise's most shocking reveals. The ones that completely change how we understand the clown, the movies, and even Stephen King's original story. This prequel doesn't just fill in gaps. It quietly rewrites the rules. From Pennywise's true origin to his relationship with time itself, Welcome to Derry reveals secrets that will shape every future season of this series. So let's get into it. IT, Welcome to Derry. Pennywise's most shocking reveals explained. IT, Welcome to Derry doesn't just expand Stephen King's mythology, it fundamentally reshapes it. While the series presents itself as a prequel, what it's really doing is reframing Pennywise as something far stranger, older, and more strategic than we ever imagined. Instead of simply retelling moments from the novel's interludes, the show introduces brand new lore that forces us to rethink the book, the films, and what defeating Pennywise actually means. One of the most disturbing revelations involves the origin of Pennywise's iconic clown persona. In Stephen King's novel, Pennywise introduces himself as Bob Gray, but the book never explains why. The movies hint that Bob Gray might have once been human, but Welcome to Derry finally confirms the truth. Pennywise didn't invent the clown, he stole it. Bob Gray was a real man, a carnival performer who adopted the persona of Pennywise the dancing clown. Offstage, he was rude, bitter, and deeply flawed. Onstage, children adored him. They trusted him. And that trust made him the perfect template for something far more dangerous. The entity known as It approached Bob Gray while disguised as a child, lured him into the woods, and murdered him. From that moment on, Pennywise the dancing clown became its preferred form, not because it was funny or playful, but because it worked. It attracted children. It lowered their defenses. It turned joy into a weapon. Another massive revelation confirms something fans have debated for decades. Pennywise cannot leave Derry, Maine. He isn't choosing to stay. He's trapped. Welcome to Derry reveals that the Shokopee tribe imprisoned the creature long before the town existed. When Pennywise arrived on Earth via a meteorite, they buried 13 pillars in a circle around the impact site, forming a supernatural prison. From that point on, the entity was bound to the land that would eventually become Derry. This changes Pennywise's entire motivation. He isn't a roaming cosmic predator. He's a caged one. His cycles of violence aren't random. There are eruptions of rage and hunger within the limits of his confinement. Derry isn't just unlucky. It's the walls of his prison. The show also reveals what Pennywise does between cycles, and it's one of the most grotesque images in the entire series. When Pennywise hibernates, he sleeps submerged in a pool of blood, surrounded by dismembered body parts. The remains of his victims don't disappear. They sustain him. It's horrifying, but it makes a twisted kind of sense. Pennywise feeds on fear, flesh, and death. His victims are both prey and fuel. The sewer isn't just a hiding place, it's a feeding ground. Perhaps the most game-changing reveal is that Pennywise has a physical weakness, not belief, not imagination. A real, tangible weapon. Welcome to Derry introduces meteorite shards, fragments of the same star Pennywise arrived on, that can harm him. When confronted with one, Pennywise freezes. He recoils. For the first time, he reacts with genuine fear. However, the show leaves room for interpretation. The Shokopee believed the star would weaken the Galoo, and belief has always shaped Pennywise's reality. It's possible the weapon only works because people believe it does. That would explain why Pennywise can later exist near meteorite remnants without being harmed. Even more shocking is the revelation that Pennywise once lived peacefully alongside humans. Long before Derry existed, the Shokopee reached an agreement with the creature. They gave him the forest. He stayed away from their settlement. Anyone who entered his territory was fair game, but as long as boundaries were respected, coexistence was possible. That balance was destroyed when colonizers took the land, cut down the forest, and unknowingly broke the agreement. Derry wasn't cursed at random. It was built on a broken pact. The most mind-bending reveal of all is that Pennywise doesn't experience time linearly. To him, the past, present, and future exist at the same time. He experiences his birth and death simultaneously. He knows how his story ends, and he's trying to change it. This explains how Pennywise can take the form of people who haven't been born yet, or manipulate events across generations. In 1962, he already knows the Losers Club will defeat him, so he attempts to kill their ancestors. He isn't reacting to the future. He's fighting against inevitability. Taken together, these revelations lead to one chilling conclusion. Pennywise never truly dies. Every defeat is temporary. Every death is just another pause in an endless cycle. Welcome to Derry doesn't just tell us where Pennywise came from. It tells us why he keeps coming back and why stopping him may be impossible.